Hello everyone, Matthew97657 here, and today we are back with yet another figure unboxing and review. And as the title and thumbnail suggests, this is going to be the SHMA Godzilla 1972 suit from the film Godzilla vs. Gigan. So with that being said, nothing more to it than to get on right on into it. And let us begin just kind of going through it. Got this one from Kappa Hobby, not sponsored by them in any form of way, but I do order from them here and there, so shout out to Kappa Hobby for doing an excellent job. They've done pretty well for the small amount of time I've been with them. But regardless of that, here we go. So we have our protective wrapping here, and then straight up, there we go, into the box, and then probably just some protective bubble wrapping as well. Alas, there is that box there. And so, let us keep going with it. Very nicely wrapped. So that is very cool. And let's see if we can just get a very nice cut going along everywhere here. Excellent. So, ta-da, there it is. I didn't even get a good look at the box there, but there it is. It's kind of got that standard, what is it called, where it's like mixed with just like the cardstock and then the plastic see-through for the figure. As you can tell, I also got a new light, so I'm trying not to do too much reflection off of it, but I think it does look kind of nice. Let me know what you guys think of that. Besides that, there's the side of the box, and then here we have some stock images with Godzilla and Gigan as well, and then the head accessory too. So top piece here, kind of the same deal, and then on the bottom there, kind of your same deal. So let's keep going. Let us keep going. Very excited to get into this one. I don't remember the last Showa suit MonsterArts has done. It hasn't really just been the 64, I want to say, and that was years ago. I mean, I'd say maybe even like 5 years ago. I might be wrong. I don't know. I don't own that figure, so this is probably the first Showa MonsterArts figure I have. I do have other Showa Godzilla figures. Oh, I guess technically I have the 54, but like, you know, it's kind of like its own thing, if we want to be like that, right? So anyways, here it is. Mine, his tail did fall off. Very smooth starts, a MonsterArts original, one might say. But besides my jokes here and there, it plops in really easily, so nothing to worry about. And yeah, there's a light, as you can tell. It's actually extremely bright, and that is on the lowest setting. But this is the suit here. And look at it, it actually looks really good off the top of my review here. Look at that, the head model does look nice. The forward action kind of does look a little derpy, but I think that shows how the suit kind of just is natural with. So let's go ahead and kick it off. We'll do, I guess, the accessory first. Here we have the kind of like split head from the movie, where Gigan just gives Godzilla a good chop there, and you can open the mouth as well, so very, very nice. Besides that, you could open it up, and then we'll get to that one later soon enough. In terms of articulation, as always, we'll start from the head. So it looks like we have this head piece here that I'm swiveling around, and then we can open the jaw up, not by much though. As you can see, that's a closed jaw, and there's the open jaw, and you're kind of forcing it if you want to go beyond that. So nothing too crazy there. There's our headpiece once again. We have this one little kind of like filler piece that's just kind of wiggly, like right in there. It doesn't really move. It's just kind of like a cover piece. And then there is this neck joint right in here. Sorry, my finger is covering it. There's a neck joint right in here where my finger is. And although it's kind of rough, but you can see me kind of get that swivel right in there. So that's very nice. Coming up, we're already kind of at the chest piece here. And so, like, it's kind of hard to make him look up, honestly. Or at least I'm struggling to make it him look up to like a higher degree than what he's at. But this chest piece here, it does have a little swivel. Once again, this one dorsal plate here is kind of indicating that. And besides that, like, as you can see the seams right in here where my fingernail is going, right in there. As you can see, it kind of like just kind of caps there, as I am literally just lying. I just had to push up a little bit, but there, it looks a little bit more standing upright. So very, very nice. Moving on to the arms here, we kind of have good arm action. A full 360 is possible. Comes down to this little elbow joint piece that they usually do in MonsterArts. I guess we can just go from here, right? So little elbow joint piece, right? You can hear me wiggle it a little bit. We got the little arm piece right in there that kind of swivels and turns. And last but not least, we have the hand piece, but there is no finger articulation. So thank you for the close-ups on the arm there. Besides that, going towards the stomach area, the abdomen, there we kind of have the swivel I was talking about, where it kind of comes around like this, and you can kind of see a little bit of a seam there, but you can kind of forward and back. But if you want, at least mine, I kind of keep pushing back and I get a little bit more results. But in doing that, we do kind of have a waist gap there, so maybe not the most ideal way to position it for you. I'm not sure. We kind of going down to the crotch area. It's kind of just held by that one piece. It's kind of like a filler piece if I had to give it a word. Besides that, moving on towards the legs here, I want to say we can get a full 360. It's kind of rough. It's very rough. I don't think I was able to do that. We have this little filler piece into the thigh. Going on, we have a knee joint, kind of like your classic, and then going on to the leg. And last but not least, the foot, which has a full 360 rotation. So very nice. Ooh, how am I gonna do this? So I guess I'll just put that on, and then I'll just hope for the best on this one. It's kind of hard. Oh, I guess it wasn't that hard. It was kind of hard to see that, but yeah, sorry, it looks a little awkward there. But at least in terms of detail, we'll get to that soon. I know the light is kind of bright, and I'm trying not to blind everyone. Let me know what you guys think about the light. I like it, but it's blinding me. So going under the tail, we do have this first piece here without the dorsal plate, obviously, so the spine can crunch in there. We have that, but look at this. This isn't usual. They kind of like integrated both pieces at once, and that's usually not what you see. It's kind of like a tail, like a piece of articulation for the tail, and then a spike, and then a spike, and then a spike. So I'm kind of interested why they did that. I think mainly just for that. It's actually really interesting that they did something like that. Regardless, so right here, we got that piece there that I was referring to. We have this next piece there, which can move around. And all of these tail pieces can move around like a full, like, rotational degree. I just don't do it because it's like, I don't think it's necessary to do it for every single one of these pieces. But as you can see, the tail is actually extremely articulate, even onto this very, very tip tail. So we're going to go ahead and do the count as always. So we have this piece. And then this is the second piece, although they're conjoined there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then even the nub, we're going to count the nub. That should be 16 pieces of articulation in the tail alone. So very articulate tail. That's a very, very good positive to have, especially with this suit, in my opinion. So that's very nice. I really do like that. Regardless of that, I'm going to move it just up a little bit so we can see more of the head in closer detail. Is the light. So as you can see, the detail is pretty good on the eyes. Let's go ahead and just turn the light away for a little bit. As you can see, the eyes there look actually pretty good. The teeth, at least my teeth, actually look pretty good on this sculpt, which is honestly pretty good. MonsterArts is known for their teeth bleeding, their gum bleeding, sorry. And just terms of the paint apps, it looks very nice. It's kind of got that silverish, that nice silverish paint application. And I think it looks good. I think it actually looks really good. Definitely a good one. A solid release, I would say. I know mine was kind of falling apart a little bit, but that's just a MonsterArts thing. And I mean, I'm not going to lose my mind over it. I know some people think it's a deal breaker, but to each their own, right? So regardless of that, the only accessory we did get is the head here. So we're going to go ahead and do that once again. I wanted to like focus on it a little bit better, but as you can see the blood there, it kind of goes all the way down to the nose. So very nice. Let's go ahead. Very simple. I love it when these are so simple. You just take the head off and you just put it in, and then there you go. So you can have him look down, maybe look a little bit more down, give kind of like a growl, and then give him a cool little arm pose. Although mine, I feel like mine's like tilting just a little bit to its side. So yeah, like perfect. Like that's actually really, really good. I actually really like that. There's the blood there, as you can see on the forehead. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and do our comparisons. I'm moving really fast with this review, but I'm actually really happy with how this one came out. I think their Showa things that they've been doing with MonsterArts have been actually extremely well. So I mean, I don't even know what the next one is. Next is Jet, so I'm gonna assume that one's gonna be pretty good. We'll have to see. Irregardless of that, we're gonna go ahead and do the duo that we just got this past year as well. This is the MonsterArts Gigan from the same movie, same year. So very cool to have these two together. So just for a comparison, I know my Gigan's in a pretty wide stance there, but let's go ahead and just change that. We got time. There we go. So I made Gigan a little bit slimmer, but as you can see, let's make him look up, and then let's have Gigan just kind of roaring at him. So very, very nice. Look at that. So pretty cool. Gigan just scales a little bit higher than Godzilla, which does look very nice. See, look, mine has I feel like mine just like loves to lean. There we go. Little abdomen shift never hurts, right? So that there looks nice. Let's go ahead and do this here. Looks nice. I think these are actually extremely, I sound really like monotone about it, but like these are actually really good. And I know MonsterArts has been getting a lot of flack, I mean, for years now, but I really do think their Showa stuff is actually extremely well done. So, I mean, you can kind of do whatever you want with these figures, but moving on, let's go ahead and move on real quick. Next up, we do have the MonsterArts Hedorah. So we're gonna go ahead and just show that off. As I figured, you know, it's probably worth showing both of these off in the same figure comparison. So we'll go ahead and put on the older suit. So this is what, the 68 suit, from the 68 to the 72. So this should still classify, right? And I am correct. I'm not the biggest Showa encyclopedia, but I still do know a fair amount of things. So I want to say that these two suits correlate with one another, and I think they look really nice together. You can kind of do the whole like, I know that was in Gigan when he does like the whole like wide arm thing. So very cool. You can do the funny if you want, right? I mean, actually, this actually works. Like, it actually does look good. Like, that's why I love the tail articulation. It's actually extremely well done. So props to the MonsterArts team on that. But going back to the comparison, they're pretty much at level. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. They're at level, and then I would say they're about the same in terms of length. Hedorah's arms are just a little bit more bigger and protruding outwards, so it makes Hedorah look a little bit longer. So very nice figures all around the board. Next up, I didn't plan to do this one, but I figured, I was like, oh wait, I actually do own this. We're gonna do the Memorial Box 68 suit. From Destroy All Monsters, or yes, I want to say this is from Destroy All Monsters or All Monsters Attack. Anyways, you kind of get the idea. It's going to be the same thing. As you can see, the one on the right does have more of a green palette compared to the one on the left, which is more of like an ash gray. Excuse me. But still very nice to see them together. I'm sure the MonsterArts, I'm sure these are probably about the same price unless this one's gone down. I know that at the point the Memorial Box figures do get kind of pricey, but still very cool to have that comparison. Last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and do a different suit. This is the closest thing I think we have to this suit. I mean, it's a year older, but technically it's a different suit. So just, I guess, a comparison between the MonsterArts and the Bandai from the 73 to the 72. So very, very nice. And yeah, so with that, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I know I moved extremely fast in this review, but I'm already at 15 minutes. And I think I got everything I needed to say, really. I know I move fast, like I keep saying, but I guess what we're missing Anguirus and King Ghidorah from the Gigan film, so that would be very exciting to get, especially because I don't even think we have an SH MonsterArts Anguirus like in general, like at all. So that would be very cool to get. But nonetheless, like I said, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this video. If I had to kind of conclude everything, I would say the sculpt is definitely really, really good. I'm not gonna say it's simple, but it's there. Like it's there. It gets the job done for its suit. The paint applications are, I would say, relatively simple, but even then, in terms of like quality control, I think my model at least was pretty good. So pretty good thumbs up on that. And the articulation, I think, was actually pretty good, especially within the tail area as well. I think, I don't know why I'm kind of just obsessing over that, but I think that was extremely well done. So all in all, this was a pretty good release. I want to say the MonsterArts is what? It's like 90. It's anywhere from 70 to 90. Obviously, it's a little bit more pricier. But this is one of those reviews where it's like, if you're a definitive fan of this suit and you love it, I would actually recommend picking this one up, because how often do you get a 68 to 72 suit, honestly, in terms of memorabilia? I mean, I'm sure Bandai might get to it eventually, but who knows when that'll be. But like I said, if you want a very, very cool articulate figure of that suit, I would definitely say this, and that's all bias aside. I am actually extremely satisfied with this purchase alongside this purchase as well. Like I said earlier in the video, the Showa MonsterArts figures have been actually extremely good, for at least the ones that I own. I know they've made some in the past, but I don't own those, so I can't really say my opinion on them. But that is my opinion at the end of the day, right? So with that being said, for the third time, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Let me know what you guys think of this suit, of the figure, of everything, really, the articulation and everything along board. That would be very cool. Sorry, I'm just kind of messing with it right now. But I will see you guys in the next video. I know I've kind of got some things coming in. We've got some more figures coming in, some non-Godzilla stuff coming in, and then obviously we have Godzilla stuff coming in as well. So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. See ya!